Hey everybody, this is Leslie and you're watching Midlife and Nailing It. If you could please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, I'd really appreciate it. Helps my channel out a great deal. Today for you, I was planning on bringing you a video from my 4 genres for book series, but instead, because we have our kids home, I want to help with some book-themed activities for all age groups. As I was editing this video, I realized it was way too long, so I decided to cut out the section about places to find these books that are online. Instead, I will mention them quickly now and list them in my description box below. I will also list all of the books and authors as well in my description box below. The first resource is your local library's online book checkouts. If you can operate YouTube, you have the skills to operate this resource. I promise that you do. You just need your library card. Also, most of your children's schools have access to online books. Contact them. They are dying to help people right now. They will email you back and let you know how to access them. The last resources that I want to talk about are thriftbooks.com, where they have secondhand books, and then also Audible. I will put a link to all of these options that I have access to in the description box below. We're moms, we're strong, and we so got this, guys. So for my kindergarten to first grade age group, I have the idea of doing a teddy bear picnic, and you want to make it special. You want to do lots of blankets and pillows, and you could make a fort. You could totally spend a day making invitations for the teddy bear picnic, and you'd want to make an invitation for every teddy bear or stuffed animal that they want to invite in the house. And then the next day you can have your teddy bear picnic. And I picked out some food that you could serve at your teddy bear picnic that most everyone would have on hand, especially the first item. Toast and jam. Okay, so you need to have toast and jam at your teddy bear picnic because that's going to go with one of the books that I've got picked out. And then you could do some strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, because that goes along with another book. If you don't have all of these items, that's fine. That doesn't matter. Don't serve them. Serve something else. The first book is Bread and Jam for Francis. Yay! Now, this was one of my favorite books growing up. It was one of my children's favorite books growing up. Like, you cannot go wrong with this book. And there is your Bread and Jam. And so the next book I've got picked out for the teddy bear picnic is Jamboree. Check that out. This book is so much fun to read, and the pages are gorgeous in it. My kids loved this book. This is a classic. So yeah, you want to maybe get your hands on this book, Jamboree. And this is where the strawberries, blueberries, blackberries come in to play because they're in the book. But just because you don't have those things doesn't mean you can't read this book and have a teddy bear picnic, because there's a teddy bear in it. There's a bear. All these books have bears. I don't know if you've noticed. My last book that has bear in it for this teddy bear picnic is Blueberries for Sale. Again, a favorite of my kids, a favorite of mine, a favorite of my mother's. It doesn't matter if you don't have all those things. Read whatever the heck you want. Have your teddy bear picnic. So that's just an idea for that age group. So let's move right along to the next age group, which I believe I'm doing for second grade. I focused first and second grade on me and my daughter's favorite book series ever, and it's Junah B. Jones. Oh my word. Not only will the kids enjoy those books, I'm telling you what, you are going to laugh, laugh, laugh. And again, it doesn't matter. You could read any Junah B. Jones book that you wanted. These are just some ideas having to do with that series. I focused on 2 books. The first one is Junah B. Jones is a Beauty Shop Guy. This book is hilarious. It's so fantastic. And so what you could do with this book is you could set up a little like salon area and let your kids do your hair, like have hair ties and ribbon and brushes and whatever you want to have. Let them do it. Let them do your hair. You're going to look wackadoo, but let them do it. The next Junah B. Jones book, in case someone doesn't want to be a beauty shop guy, is Juna B. Jones has a peep in her pocket. This is one of my favorites of hers. Oh my Lord, is it funny. So this has to do with a field trip to the zoo. So my idea for that is get whatever blocks you have. It can be wooden blocks, it could be Legos, it could be Lincoln Logs, whatever, and make a zoo with your kids. Get all the little animals that you have. It doesn't matter what set they're from, and make yourself a zoo. My kids used to make zoos all the time growing up. They had the best time doing it, and it is definitely a memory in our household. So that goes along with that book. To read the books, you could also make a fort. Use all of your cushions on your couches, use the pillows, use the blankets. Even if you don't let them use those things, like for today, it's okay. Have fun. Create a memory. It needs to be different. It needs to be out of the ordinary, because that's what makes things special, right? I've got another book recommendation for this category of kid, and it could also go for the 4th and 5th graders. I was thinking a poetry slam. So you want to set up a little tiny like hot chocolate bar or tea bar. Make it look like a coffee shop. Everyone dresses in like dark clothes. If you've got caps, get those. Throw a chair in the middle of the room, and then this would work with any poetry that you have on hand. Of course, I have a book to recommend. You could even look poems up online for this one, and you take turns sitting in the chair and reading the poems to one another, and there's your poetry slam. You could make a sign. It would be fantastic. The book I'm going to recommend for this idea, Where the Sidewalk Ends. Yeah, so there's a good book, and a lot of these poems are probably online from this book. You could probably find them by just a Google, or get a list of poems that are in here, the most popular poems from this book. You could find them, and there you go. You've got a poetry slam in your living room. How cool is that? I have not forgotten about the 4th and 5th graders. Oh no, I have not. I've got the book Blubber. Right there. See? Blubber by Judy Blume. There's some life lessons in there. Read it with your kids. Totally read it with your kids. And then you can make a total cozy area with lots of blankets and pillows, which is still the same thing you're doing for the littles, but don't call it a fort. And then there you go. It's still a kind of a fort idea. Right? But they don't know. They just think it's cozy. So throw all those in, get the family in, and don't let, just because this is American Girl, this movie is tremendous. I have showed it to so many students over the years when I'm trying to get across the subject of bullying. It should be required for every 4th grader in our country to have to watch in school. That is how much I believe in this movie, the power of it. Krissa stands strong. And so I checked yesterday in Amazon Prime, which a lot of us have, and if not, think about getting just for this month, just to get through. Just do it for the month and cancel it. You need some things that are different, man. You do. But they have this movie on Amazon Prime. So yeah, you can totally watch it on there. So with your 4th and 5th graders, once they read Blubber with you and they watch this movie, it's going to probably cause conversations during, after, in between. And I just recommend just this once to not be so much of giving a speech type of situation. Let them talk. Let them say whatever. Even if you want to interject, let them share stories, because I'm positive it will invoke conversation. I am positive. And kind of be the parent in these moments that does more listening than talking, and more validating than talking. I'm not saying don't talk at all. I don't mean that. But don't turn it into like a speech, like you need to do. No, make it be more like things they've seen, they've witnessed, they've been part of, and make it like a safe place for them to talk about. I really think for the 4th and 5th graders that this is powerful stuff. Even a 3rd grader, you could do that too. I hope that this gives you some ideas you can do with your kids, whether or not you do exactly what I'm recommending, or maybe you do part of it, or maybe it got your creative mind going with books you already have on hand. Yeah, just get through and try to make some really cool experiences with this. I know this is not the same thing, but I can remember a huge ice storm that took out all the power in my area when I was a little girl. And my dad and mom made that such an incredible special time that it is one of my fondest memories. So my recommendation is you do that. Okay, so take care and I will see you soon.